Xander Schauffele is with us now at the 106th PGA Championship. We'll jump right into questions, starting right here with Doug on 7.
What kind of attitude have you brought to Valhalla, do you think, Xander? I mean, it looks just quiet and determined at the same time, if that makes any sense. I was hoping you could say it better than I did, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, when you haven't won a golf tournament in a few years, you have to be pretty resilient. So I'm just patient and just trying to play the best golf I can and stay out of my way. I know I'm playing really good golf right now, and all I can do is focus on sort of my process and my talk with Austin, and that's about it.
Mike 1.
Xander, coming off of last week, how do you then mentally prepare for this week, given how well you played last week, but you didn't get it done? How do you come then into a major week on these back-to-back big tournaments?
Not too difficult, to be honest. You're bummed out you didn't win. I was bummed out I didn't win, but I knew I was playing really well. I had a couple hiccups there on Sunday at the wrong time. Rory played unbelievably well. It was a combo for a big win for him, and I know how I'm hitting it. And my biggest concern was just having enough rest to really learn this golf course in time before we teed off on Thursday.
That kind of leads to my other question, which was first-time golf course for you. What have you seen in it that you like so much?
You know, I'd say I'm not really sure. You know, yesterday I saw a lot of putts going, had some good numbers, but for the most part, you know, it's a big ballpark course, you know, championship feel to me, and typically I like that kind of feel.
Up to Mike 19.
Xander, what was your initial reaction to everything that happened this morning with Scottie?
Yeah, I mean, first off, the fatal accident is definitely the worst thing. I'm sure Scottie would agree with that. You know, anyone passing anywhere near a golf tournament, it's never something that should ever happen. So that for starters, and then you know, you felt like it was sort of a prank or something when you see a mugshot of Scottie. But you know, I know Scottie pretty well. We share physio, and we've been, you know, playing golf, you know, for a few years now, and I know he's a solid guy, and there's no malintent by him to anyone. So hopefully he goes out unscathed. But Sky's a good dude, so hopefully he's fine.
Alex on 8.
Can you talk about what you expect or what you need from Chris and Austin over the next 2 days?
Just sort of, you know, bumpers, I guess. I can fall back on both of them if I need help. You know, typically when you've put in some good work, you just sort of have to play. You have to make the right decisions. You have to pick the right shots, and you just play golf. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, Austin's been on your bag for a while. Do you want him to help you? Will he call you off a shot? Will he help you on reads? Mm-hmm. I mean, basically, do you feel that rapport with each other, that he can do whatever he needs to do when he sees something that he feels like you're not doing what you need to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Austin's he'll do anything and everything pretty much that I need him to do. You know, he's that kind of guy. So whether it's reading a putt or, you know, coming out early to see the wind, or watching a bunch of shots on coverage, or, you know, bringing me food or something, he'll do anything to help me.
Dylan?
You're pretty keen yesterday on saying, hey guys, it's just been one round, but is there anything different or challenging about playing with a first round lead?
Hey guys, it's just been 2 rounds. It's just 36 holes. It's a really good start to a tournament. I'm playing some really nice golf, and that's kind of it.
And how would you compare this week's test to last week's test? Obviously a lot softer, mm-hmm. and but yeah, otherwise, how would you just compare these playing styles?
Definitely different, just from I'd say a window perspective. No matter sort of how low or high you hit an iron, you can kind of get to stop. We're off Zoysia right now, which you can kind of get the ball to jump at times. Different kinds of rough, thicker rough. Last week was sort of overseed rye, I believe. So in terms of the biggest difference, just feels like your landing spot. You know, if you have 200 yards out here, you're trying to fly 200 yards. Last week it would be like a, you know, where can we not get up and down from type deal because the greens are so firm. This week it's, you know, you still have those moments where if you short side yourself, it doesn't matter if the greens are soft, you're still going to chip it to 20 feet. So, but I'd say landing spots is probably the biggest difference.
Doug?
Does it help to have a leaderboard that's bunched like this, a course that's soft like this, to just keep your head down, blinders on?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I think as soon as 62 was posted, there's just blood in the water. I feel like these, everyone, if it was roles were reversed, it's sort of like everyone feels like they can shoot low now. It's just kind of how it goes out here. So, yeah, I think it definitely helps just to keep the head down. At least for now, it's only 2 rounds.
It can get hard if you've got yourself a pretty healthy lead through 36, because there becomes an expectation, I think, by the people around you. Did you sense any of that last week at Quail?
Different play style. I mean, I didn't expect someone to be 8 under on Sunday, especially the
lucky.
guy I'm playing with. I know all the top players are capable of doing it, but tough timing for me, obviously.
Over to Mike 11.
Hey, Xander, I'm just curious how over the course of your career your mindset has shifted or changed, if at all, when holding a lead going into the weekend. I know you said it's just 36 holes, but just curious how that has evolved as you've played more and gained more experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think when we're trying to climb this mountain here, let's put Scottie Schauffele at the very tip top of it, and everyone else sort of somewhere down on the hillside, grabbing on for dear life is what it feels like. You just get comfortable in certain times. So, the more times I have a lead, the more comfortable I'll feel, the better I'll sleep, and I think I'll just get more confidence the more I can do it.
Ryan on 5.
Xander, in your career, do you find that you play better when you're happy and content, or when you're a little bit pissed off?
It's a mixed bag. Overall, I'd say if you take a run of 30 events, I'd probably say happy. Just because I'm smiling doesn't mean I'm not happy when I'm out there. But there's times where I played well, pissed off as well. It varies.
How'd you feel coming in?
This week,
Happy and content, or a little pissed off?
yeah, just a mixed bag. It depends on what we talk about, I guess. You ask me enough questions, it'll probably piss me off. But most of the time, I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy.
Jeff?
Xander, kind of an odd Friday where you're playing so late in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
You go out and birdie 4 your first 10. How big was that in kind of establishing that role again?
Yeah, it was great. Definitely didn't have the finish I wanted. I felt like I was hitting some really good shots in there. A couple unlucky breaks in the fairway. But that start was nice. Definitely kind of settled me in. Making that long putt on the 3rd hole was definitely a nice snag to make me feel a little bit more comfortable.
We'll wrap it up with Alex on 8.
I don't want to be I don't want to be the bummer of this conversation, but
Debbie Downer?
yeah, thank you. Sorry, getting older. Can you explain what happened on the second shot at 18? Because I think out of 2 days, I hadn't seen anything close to that.
Yeah, if you scroll through enough shots today of everyone that was in the middle of the fairway that felt like they hit a good shot, you just, we're pro golfers. We're not professional mud readers. So I was praying that the mud on my ball wasn't going to do something, and I felt like I made a really nice pass at it, just the same pass I've been making on the last 6 holes, leading all the way back to the forehand I hit on 14 there, or 13, and I look up and my ball is just duck hooking across the property, and it was just a mud ball in the middle of the fairway. So that pisses me off for sure.
What were you most pleased with today?
Just
What shot stood out?
I
to you
just
today?
hung tough. I felt like I just tried to hit as many good shots after good shots as possible. So I felt like I was able to do that, and despite the mud and the delay and all those things, I felt like I really just got in my zone there and made a lot of good swings. So I'm proud of that.
Thanks for your time, Xander.
Thank you.